I'll go across to Manisha, who joins in for the commodities segment.
Well, thank you for that, Ekta. Also joining on the show now is the former Agricultural Secretary, Siraj Hussain. Mr. Hussain, thank you so much for joining us here at CNBC India. I, first of all, want to get your sense on the various heat wave advisories that we see coming almost every single day. Not such a bad scenario really in Delhi, but West, South, even central India seems to be getting very high temperatures right now. And especially when you look at the latest CWC report, which is suggesting that 150 reservoirs in India hold capacity of just about 31% of activate capacity. It isn't really such a positive news to look at.
Actually, we should look at the data which shows what is the water level in these reservoirs as compared to 10 years average. Rather than the full capacity, we should look at the data of 10 years average. And if we do that, we find that Andhra Pradesh, Telangana are really a matter of concern because the water level in reservoirs is very low. But in other places, even if it is 10-15% lower, it should not be a cause of concern if the monsoon turns out to be a normal. So on the whole, I would say that if monsoon comes on time and if the early period of monsoon gets good rains, then our kharif crop would not be affected very badly.
Mr. Hussain, South really seems to be a problem right now where we are looking at a water capacity holding at around 17%. And there are various reports that we've seen come in, especially from Telangana, even from East for that matter. Jharkhand, Bihar are looking at strong heat waves. That is another area where the water is a bit of a concern right now. Would you say that normal monsoon, even if that comes in by first or second week of June, the months of April almost being done, May could be a bit of a concern?
Of course, it will be a matter of concern for people who are, working in the fields or working in the open because of too much heat and all that. But as far as agriculture is concerned, I do not think it should worry us unduly because the largest kharif crop, that is paddy, the transplantation, etc., does not take before that. It does not take place before that. So I think if the monsoon is on time as predicted by both IMD and SkyMet, the kharif prospects are not unduly disturbing.
How are you reading the normal monsoon forecast as well? I mean, we're going from El Nino to La Nina and the transition is expected towards the second half of the monsoon. So the first half of monsoon, June especially as a month, both SkyMet and IMD also are slightly jittery about. How would you look at the monthly distribution as per se?
Actually, as far as the science is concerned, it is very difficult to predict the monthly distribution at this stage. Even at later stages, the accuracy of these predictions may not be very high. Having said this, even the Australian models are showing that El Nino has almost ended and La Nina has started. So that is a very positive news, and I do not think that we should give too much attention to negative news and all that. I think we should believe the various models which are showing that monsoon is going to be good this year and the distribution is also going to be good. However, I must say that these predictions may not turn out to be fully accurate. There may be variations because as we have seen, even in years of normal monsoon, some districts of India, some regions do not receive the normal rainfall.
All right, we'll take in the good news right now, and that is about a normal and an above normal forecast coming in from both the forecasters there. My final question on the overall agri prices as we see them. We are looking at arrivals of Rabi, and we have seen that take prices actually onto the stabilizing mode. But even then, especially in case of pulses, edible oil prices, of course, have seen a bit of a decline. So pulses really seems to be a bit of an issue right now. Do you see that getting sorted with various measures that the government has put out?
Manisha, I do not think the government has taken various measures as far as pulses are concerned. And that is the reason why the production of pulses has gone down from 28 million tons to 25.5 million tons or so. In fact, the government did not protect the MSP of chana in the previous 3-4 years. As a result of that, the area under pulses has gone down. And more worryingly than that, we are watching with dismay that the mustard prices in the mandis are lower than the MSP. The farmers are not realizing a fair price. Even in Punjab, where the diversification is the flavor of the town year after year, the farmers are not able to get MSP. So we do need government support and support through tariff adjustment to protect the MSP of mustard and other oilseed crops, especially soybean crop, which will now be sown, so that the farmers have an assurance that they will get at least a minimum price. In fact, we should do, there is too much of talk about self-sufficiency in edible oils and pulses, but that should reflect in our policies to support the farmers.
Well, that point is well taken. So one, of course, look at the good news, and that is about a normal monsoon. And the second is about some steps that perhaps still need to be taken when it comes to essential commodities, whether it's pulses or edible oils there, whether it's about MSP or supporting that MSP in sense of procurement. Mr. Hussain, as always, thank you so much for joining us and making sense of all of those numbers. With that, it's a wrap on Halftime Report. Business Lunch will take all the action ahead.